I'm here waiting for everyone to come in. You know how we are. All right, we'll give it 2 minutes and give it 3 minutes. Come on in. One more minute and we're going to get started. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, everyone. How's everyone doing? We're going to take a quick roll call. I kind of did this last minute. Come in and leave a comment. Okay, so this Friday, group session. I'm going to do it in 3 parts. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. Group session is this Friday. The movie is on the screen. It's really important that we take a look at this movie because there's a lot of codes in this one. And this is the link. Okay. Everyone, let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Just give me a second here. Let me put this here. What's up with the live chat over here? Okay, there we go. Okay. It's on the screen. Okay, wonderful. All right. So we're waiting till people come in. Now let's do a quick roll call. Not a lot of people are here, but you know how they shadow ban me and I don't really care. All right. So Takaya, thank you. Zuri, thank you. Connor, Cindy, welcome. Israel, Linda, Israel. Okay, Mindy, welcome. Benjamin, Alex. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Now, we're going to be putting in that work today. Okay. We're going to be putting in that work today. Okay. We are. So really quickly, this Friday is the group session. This year, we're going to be educating through movies, and everyone has to participate. The movie is called Lovely, Dark, Deep, featuring Georgina Campbell. You're going to watch that movie. It is a absolutely amazing movie. You're going to watch the movie. You know how we do. You have to watch the movie. Take notes. Okay? And then we go through class. What did you learn? And how can this help you for the future? That movie is about straight disclosure. As one of my peeps, I don't really like to say followers, but one of my students who's becoming a teacher said it's a really good movie and there's a ton of disclosure in there. Okay? A ton. So it's a movie you want to watch. So that's how it goes. You watch, you study, you take notes, things that jump out at you. And then on Friday, we discuss it together. Everyone got that? All right. Now that we did that, and I posted the link, let me post the link again. If you want to be a part of Friday, that's the link to join. Okay? So remember, that's the name of the movie. Okay? That's the name of the movie. I think you can probably watch it for like $3 or $2 or something like that. Okay? All right, cool. Now, let's get started. Let's close this out. So, I went, a group and myself, we went to, hold on. We went to Arizona. We went to Big Bend. Okay? Did I say Big Bend? Not Big Bend. We went to the Grand Canyon. Okay? And in the Grand Canyon, Queen V, I posted the link for the group training. Where on Friday? Great question. That is for the group training Friday evening. Right? So that's the link to join up there. Just run me a message and we'll talk, right? So thank you for that. So we went, a group and myself went to the Grand Canyon, and this was last year. And we took some interesting pictures. We're not going to go through all of the pictures today, but there's one particular picture I want to focus in on. Okay? One particular picture I want to focus in on. And it's this one. And let's contrast this up. Now, you know how we do here? Class is in session. Alex, awesome. Alex said, let me just put that up here before we get started. Alex mentioned that the movie is free on Tubi. Let me put the movie back up. Thank you, Alex, for doing your due diligence. We appreciate it. Alex said, Lovely, Dark, and Deep is free on Tubi. Okay. Thank you for doing your homework, Alex. Lovely Dark Deep in 2023, premiered, featuring Georgina Campbell. Great movie, great acting, lots of codes in there. Okay, it's free on Tubi. Thank you for that, Alex, for doing your due diligence, and I will see you guys on Friday. Okay, Alex, that was awesome. Now, let me just do some markups here. So that way you can see this a little bit better. Just give me a second here. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Let's get started. So this is a range, a mountain range in the Grand Canyon. Now, we've trained for years. I've been training you to see. You've been helping me. What do you see? What do you see? Look at the whole range. What do you see? What does this mountain look like? I await your answer. What does this mountain look like? Thank you, Alex. A serpent. Thank you. It looks like a serpent. A dragon. Thank you. A dragon. Now, this is the United States. Okay. What color is the dragon? What color is the dragon serpent? Deep scratches in the rock resemble scales. Yes. Red. Yes. So it's a red dragon. Does anyone know in any book that talks about a red dragon? It's a red blood orange. Yep. Simon, Kodashim, welcome. Sherry, welcome. Looks like a phoenix too. Yes, because at times, you know, in the ancient worlds, there were birds that were reptiles. The devil was known as the red dragon. Revelation. Okay, that's why I love my class. The Bible. That's why I love my class. Because you guys don't play. Now, now this is the United States. This is not Palestine or the Middle East. This is the United States. And here in the United States, we see a monument in the Grand Canyon, the Book of the Shaolin, the Red Dragon. But have you ever seen anywhere on earth, and I'm not yelling, you know, I start getting passionate and then I raise my voice and I have to work on that. But I know you guys understand that it's just passion. That's why I apologize, right? Simon, that's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do today. That's what we're going to do today. Thank you so much for that, right? Okay. Now, have you seen anywhere on earth? We have seen mountains. We've seen all sorts of mountains. But have you seen anywhere on earth where there's an actual mountain that looks like a red dragon, right? So let's close this out. I'm going to do a close-up of the dragon's head. This is the head of the dragon or the serpent. Have you seen this? Have you seen a mountain anywhere that actually shape and look like a red dragon with a head of a serpent? This is the Grand Canyon in the United States. Okay, Benjamin, where have you seen? Now we know about the red dragon in Asia, the yellow dragon, the white dragon. We know in the Middle East there's a red dragon. It's in their religious texts. But what if I were to tell you there was an ancient text that spoke about a battle with a deity, and that deity spoke about battling a snake, a sea serpent. That was way before the Bible. That's okay, Benjamin. Okay, now watch this. Here's where it gets really crazy. And we're gonna do the work today. We're gonna do the work today, but I'm gonna show you something, right? If Google allows me, because you know how they like to do dumb stuff. Hold on. They love to change up stuff, you know? Okay, now watch this. I think we spoke about it before. Okay. Now watch this. Let's make this bigger. Okay. Now in Egyptian factology, we're going somewhere today, and you're gonna use your spiritual powers, right? In Egyptian factology, but before I start there, I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna tell you the story about this area in a second. But let me tell you about the Egyptian factology, because mythology are facts. The god Ra, the sun god, battled Apophis. Apophis was a giant serpent representing chaos. And Ra battled Apophis in the west, where the sun sets. This is what it says in Egyptian factology, because mythology are facts. You just have to learn how to decode mythology in order to understand these people were talking about things that existed. Now, the location of the west. The west refers to the western horizon. That's where the sun sets. We know on planet Earth, there is a place where the sun rises, and there is a point where the sun sets. Right? Now, when you dig deeper into the battle with Ra and Apophis, you learn that it wasn't just in the west, but Ra defeated Apophis at Mount Manu. Okay? According to Egyptian factology, the sun god battled the serpent. The serpent is called Apep or Apophis, who was the serpent god of chaos, at a western mountain called Mount Manu. Is everyone following? Hi, Isis. Is everyone following? At Mount Manu, Apophis, the giant serpent, would wait for Ra. And he would ambush Ra at Mount Manu. Does anyone remember where I told you this serpent is? Where is this serpent? Remember, Ra fought Apophis at Mount Manu. Apophis was the big serpent of chaos. Egyptian factology said that Ra defeated Apophis, yes, Conaris, Grand Canyon. Well done. This picture on the screen is an actual photo of the Grand Canyon of a giant serpent. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready. So I went looking for Mount Manu. Ra defeated Apophis and bound Apophis at Mount Manu. This is why I said to you, watch this. Hold on. Okay, Google just totally changed it. These people, I hate Google. They literally just changed it. Hold on. Okay. Mount Manu is a temple in the Grand Canyon. So, wait, what? The Egyptians said that Ra battled Apophis at Mount Manu and defeated Apophis and bound Apophis at Mount Manu where the sun sets. The Egyptians said that Apophis was a big, riling, coiling snake. And they Ra battled him and bound him at Mount Manu. Here we see the photo of a giant serpent fossilized, or is it fossilized? Or is it fossilized? Here we see a giant serpent fossilized in the Grand Canyon next to Mount Manu, the temple Manu. Is anyone on earth today? I said, is anyone on earth today? So I thought Egypt was mythological and their spirituality was myth. Nope, it is factology. That Ra bound Apophis in the Grand Canyon. Is everyone seeing this? Or am I the only person on earth today? Renetta, you're making stuff up. Really? Are you sure about that? Okay, let's keep going. Mount Manu Temple is located in the Grand Canyon in Coconino County, not Cocosino, but Coconino in the United States. Let me say it again. Mount Manu, Manu Temple is located in the Grand Canyon in Coconino County in the United States. Let me say it again. Mount Manu, Manu Temple is located in the Grand Canyon in the United States, but I thought of Egypt was mythology. So, where did Ra, in his battle with Apophis, bind Apophis and casted him? He casted him in the Grand Canyon. Renetta, you're making stuff up. Okay, let's see. Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Let's take a look. This is the head of the snake, right? When we zoom in to the head of the snake, do you see anything peculiar in this little circle? Look at the size of the head of this snake But when you zoom into the head of the snake, you see something peculiar. You see two symbols. You see a face. Thank you, Avion. What's the next thing you see? You see this peculiar symbol down here. Let's highlight this symbol. We're going to highlight this symbol. Thank you, Sherry. We see A for Apophis. We see a face. We see a face above Apophis. And we see A for Apophis. And that is the symbol of the solar eclipse. The 3 eclipses across the United States from 2017 to 2024 formed that symbol. And on the last eclipse, NASA sent up 3 rockets. And the 3 rockets were called APEP, Apophis. Does anyone remember? But we're not here for this. This is just recapping. I see the queen face too. There's a face under here. But this is the face up here. Right, we're recapping. So I went into meditation over this. There's a lot of faces in here. Oh yes, there's another one here. Down here. So I went into meditation over this particular region. And what's interesting about this exact region, and we're going to discuss that in other videos, not tonight, we're going to do a little interface. We're going to do some rock interface. I wanted to backtrack and recap. So we know that this is Apophysis symbol. This exact symbol is off the coast of New York City, under the sea. And next to this exact symbol is a coiling serpent, Apophis, off of the eastern coast of the United States, which is still the West, which is considered the West because it's where the sun sets. Still considered West because it's west of Egypt, what they call Egypt. Okay? Now, I just wanted to start there, but we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper. I just wanted to give you a taste. We're going to go a little bit deeper because we're going to build out this week until Friday, because we need to, I'm doing that because I want people's spiritual eyes to open, right? So now we're going to go back to this symbol. And as I was meditating on this symbol and this decode came to me, I was meditating harmonically and my eye was drawn back here. And that's the topic for our discussion today. My eye was drawn back here. And we're going to discuss that today. Okay, let me close out everything else. Hold on. I think we're going to need that. Give me 1 second here. Okay. My eye was drawn to what's on the screen. Now I need you guys to turn on your psychic ability. Okay, my friend, hold on. It was, okay, he's gone. Simon Kodashim, you asked, can you more about how to use our powers to jump timelines? Are you still there? Because we're about to jump timelines. Let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready. Let me know if you're ready. This is where we're going to put in that work. Okay? Okay. My people. Sammy, welcome. My people. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Everyone close their eyes. If you can. If you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But close your eyes. And I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe, bring the air up to the front of your brain. Queen, you're way ahead of us. Close your eyes, meditate, and good job, Queen. And as you breathe, bring the life force to the front of your brain. Now open your eyes. What do you see? Queen said, I see a dark figure. And symbols that look like a UH to the right. Zori said, I see a face. You guys are on it. Keep going. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. Keep going. Keep going. What do you see? This is the time. Those of you who want to connect. You want to connect. You want to connect. Timeline hopping. What else? What else? Looks like a man and a castle in what? Woo! Scorpion to the left. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Come on. What else do you see? Timeline hopping. Come on. LIHT. Uh-huh. Yup. Keep going. Keep saying everything you see. Number one. Keep saying everything you see. What's this? What's this? Half human, half bird. Look at the being. The being is holding some kind of device. But what's this? What's this? Swastika. Good. What's this here? What's these? Is that Ra? Okay, you guys are seeing. Now the question is, what are you seeing? Mothership. Looks like Frankenstein, black face. It's possible. It is black. Is it human? Is it not? Clearly it has an eye. I see many eyes in that area. Yes. But the whole body's black. You guys don't see this thing coming out of a portal? Don't you see it coming out of a stargate? Can't you see the wormhole that it came out of? Don't you see the wormhole it came out of? What story? This is why I want you guys to interface. A portal. A portal, yes. Queen says a portal shaped like a scorpion. Okay. Now, what story? This is the time for you to begin to use your psychic and your psionic abilities. You see it's coming out of a wormhole. Okay, let's watch. Watch this. Watch this. Let's do something here. Okay, let's watch really quickly. You see it? So that's a simulation of a portal. A wormhole. Right? That's the simulation of traveling through a wormhole. Now let's go back. Do you see it? Let's focus in. Do you see the wormhole being created? The Stargate. And do you see the waves? And then the being materializes and comes out with some sort of device. And the device is doing this. This is carved into a mountain in Grand Canyon behind the serpent's head. Now, I want you guys to meditate. We're going to do an exercise now. I want you guys to meditate. What is your spirit telling you that's taking place here? Do you see the massive face here that it came out of? Queen V said, that's what I saw when I almost passed. I went through a portal. Yes. Yes, these gates are everywhere. And that is the lesson for today. The lesson for today, but I don't want to give what I got. I want to see if anyone tapped into what I got. Anyone, I want you to begin to use your higher powers. Don't be afraid of what you get. I am not the final answer. Don't be afraid of what you get. By the way, do you see the face here? Okay? Do you see the face here? The rock that it came out of is a face, massive face. It looks like water, right? Recoding, okay. Alex, break down recoding. I want you guys to use your psychic, your psionic abilities. Interface with this rock. I interfaced with it, it's clean. What are you guys getting? Look at the whole picture. What are you getting? Look at the whole picture. What are you getting? Enlarging mental abilities. Okay, yes. Don't be afraid. Whatever comes to your mind, just share it. You have your answer. Remember, don't be afraid to share what you are getting. The moon, for some reason, keeps coming up. Keep going. That's now you're interfacing. Interface. You can play music in the background. Old face to new face. That's powerful. You're getting deeper. Wonderful. Old face to new face. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Anybody else? Isis, Sherry, Con Artist, Nini, Alex, Zuri, Avion, Queen answered. Luadia. No one else? Kimmy, Rebirth, powerful. Kimmy, welcome. You just getting in here. Kimmy, you may have to look at it from the beginning, but a group of us went to Grand Canyon. We saw this huge serpent, and we're decoding what was going on behind the serpent. The wormhole appears to be in the shape of a phoenix. Okay. The wormhole appears to be in the shape of a phoenix. I wouldn't be surprised because I know I saw some stuff out there. It transitioned from white back to textured. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you guys what I got when I interfaced, right? Anything else? Everyone share, and then I'm going to show you what I received when I was interfacing with this. Okay? Let me know if you want me to share what I got. Press 1 if you're ready for me to share, or if you still have thoughts you want to get out. And don't be afraid. The only way for you to learn is to try. Never be afraid of being wrong. Oh, Leilani, transport another dimension. Alexandria Pillars. Skinny old lady on the far left. Many faces, flattened faces, some with triangular hats, headpieces. Okay. I want everyone to get out. Yes, it looks like pillars. Okay. And just to clarify, so you know that I'm not making this up. Okay. This is the front. This is the serpent. This is at the back of the serpent. Okay? You see the serpent here? This is what's going on behind the serpent's head. Okay? So there's language going on here telling you that we're interfacing. Petroglyphs, there we go. We're interfacing with something ancient and something massive. Okay? This is just the head. And the cliff at the back there's a language written into the cliff. Okay? Temple Manu means bird equals phoenix. Leilani, you're telling the absolute truth. Someone else mentioned a bird, and they're telling the absolute truth. I know that for a fact. Timbo, I wouldn't be surprised, but allegedly it's the ancients. Now we're going to break down some crazy stuff, right? We're about to decode. So I'm going to tell you guys what I got when I interface. So when I interface with ancient rocks like this, okay, when I begin to interface, hello, Pride. When I begin to interface with ancient rocks like this, I use music. Why it looks like smoke coming out from a serpent's head? It does. Okay? All right, let's go back. This is it, right? This is it. Okay, so I'm going to close out the serpent and I'm going to open up this one. Okay? So I'm going to tell you some of the keys that I use. When I interface and I try to get knowledge, it doesn't mean I am right all the time. It doesn't mean I'm wrong. I'm just telling you, when I interface, And it is not conjuring. It is merely playing elevated music and using my higher consciousness, the prefrontal cortex. I use the prefrontal cortex, and I'm going to decode that to you later. And I tap into the ancient stones because they're not mountains, they're libraries. They begin to interface with me and tell me their secrets. And what I do is that's how I discovered that Mount Manu was actually in the Grand Canyon, because I went and I interfaced with the stones and they told me. So I'm teaching you to interface with the stones, because the stones, these mountains are not mountains, they're actually libraries. Oh, Sherry, all you guys are on it. I'm going to show you what it told me. So you see, I'm not making it up. So now I'm going to show you when I began to interface with the stones, I'm going to show you what it gave me. This is what it revealed to me. Everyone, let me know if you can see what's on the screen. The breath of the wormhole. That is true. Everyone, okay. Kimmy, absolutely. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. That's why we're doing these streams leading up to Friday. Because Friday is just one side of the story. That's why you got to see the movie. Yes, Kimmy, that is a light language. That's why I said all of you are on to it. So when I began to interface, this is what I got. This is what was downloaded into me. I think it's Ra, but who knows? But what I do know, it's an ancient, right? Now, this is what I received when I interfaced with that ancient library. Okay? And I wrote down front and back on this page what I received. So don't read my crazy language. Don't even bother, because it's going to be like, oh my God, what the hell did she write? We're going to go into, hold on. We're going to go into step by step what I saw. Oops, I don't think that's big enough. Oops. Oh, let me make it bigger. Okay. Okay, so when I began to interface with this, okay, what I received was what they called a consciousness computer. It was a computer that ran on consciousness. The computer, from what I gathered, was Atlantean. But when I say computer, yes, Kimmy, email it to me. So everyone, let me know if I have your attention, because we're going to go into, because your brain is going to start firing off. And I want you to post all your comments. And all of this is a part of Friday's movie. Friday's movie is just the bad side. There's also a good side. Okay, when things go wrong, Friday is just the bad side of these things. There's also good side of these things. So when I interfaced with this ancient rock, what I got in my spirit was it dealing with a computer that held creation, meaning you could literally create anything from what's on that cliff. They were telling the story of a computer. When I was interfacing, yes, Sherry, the movie is, I'm gonna premiere the movie again. Before I hang up, I'm gonna premiere the movie again. The computer is capable, when I say computer, yeah, it's capable of producing biological and non-biological matter. The computer is plasma. Plasma. Okay, damn, where's my pen? We're going to go into plasma, right? It's a continuous plasma stream. And what I was told was there was a point in time when the ancients were on the earth, plasma was abundant. That the earth's atmosphere was filled with plasma. The tech was called plasmatic. The technology that I got, I call it plasmatics. Okay? Inside the plasma of this, inside this, okay, was a stream of plasma. Okay? I wrote, everything you know, that means kingdoms, inventions, buildings, flying machines, cars, ship, you name it, aircraft, spacecraft, biological life, everything was in this consciousness computer. Okay? Like a vapor canopy. Exactly. Credo Mutwa talked about this. He said there was a time when the earth was ruled by mist beings. This is in the Zulu tradition. He said long before humans were on earth, there was a mist type being that ruled the earth. If you go to Stargate SG-1, there is a series where they went to a planet and there was a vapor canopy. But what I was told when I interfaced with this particular cliff, I was told was there was a time when the earth was inundated with plasma. I believe that, I hope I'm getting this right, because now they're electroshocking me, that plasma is in the ionosphere, but not so much on Earth. But they said to me, no. In our creating of the earth, we required plasma and it was abundant on the earth. So this whole thing is what I call the plasmatic creation, and computer is not a good word. Computer is not a good word. Okay? Inside the plasma stream, let's decode this one. This is the inside of the stream. Do you guys see the stream here? This is the symbol that I saw moving through the stream. I was like, what symbol is this? As you can see, the reason why it's so sloppy, I didn't even think of plasma TVs. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. I didn't even think of that. Because I tapped in, was like, whoa, what on earth? I'm going to show you this. And then I tapped out like, whoa, and then I was stunned for a week. And then I came back to earth like, whoa, what the hell did I tap into? Okay, so inside, I got to show you this. Let me zoom in. This is the symbol that I kept seeing in the stream. This is the symbol. And the reason why it's so sloppy, everything is so sloppy, my writing looked like a mess, is because I was just writing like, oh my God, I didn't want to forget anything, you know? So this is the symbol that I kept seeing through the stream. This is what I call the plasma stream. So this is where everything exists. Then I saw this thing that looked like an eye. I'm going to tell you what they told me about that. And then to go from the spirit realm or the unseen realm, it has to get past this gatekeeper that looks like an eye. It enters this stream of plasma with this weird symbol. And then it's what you call, it ends up in the realm of what you call creation or the physical realm. They said to me, everything is created like this. I don't know if what I saw was the truth, but I'm just telling you, when I interface, this is what I got. And the end result, yes, SDL, and the end result of coming through the plasma stream is the physical realm, right? So now we're going to break down what I saw. So the plasma stream converts things that are unseen into things that are seen, matter, material, physical. The plasma stream has a key. This is the shape of, this is the shape of the key. That might be too small, but in physics, that key, that symbol is called gamma. I didn't know that because I'm not a physicist. I just kept seeing this key, so I typed in upside down L, and then a physics formula came up, and the physics formula was the physics symbol that came up was gamma. Gamma. Okay? I said, oh my God, that symbol exists. I'm not a physicist. I'm telling you, I'm interfacing with an ancient computer. Okay? This is what I'm getting. And I start writing it down because I didn't want to forget anything. This is why my writing looks so corrupted. As you can see here, gamma correction. Okay? This is why my writing looks like a doctor. And this is what I got. They said everything, yes, Linda, gamma rays, I'm going to go into it. I was told everything that exists already exists. What it has to do is convert. Did everyone catch that? I was told everything that exists already exists. The good, the bad, the ugly. The only thing that has to be done is the conversion, meaning you have to pull it out of the unseen realm. It has to organize itself to the gamma stream of plasma. It's a plasma stream. And within the plasma stream, I kept seeing these symbols. And then later on, I found out that the symbol was gamma, a gamma symbol. So the gamma acts like some kind of key with this intelligence. And then it comes through in this realm, right? So this is what I drew on 2/8/2025, right? I told you I researched this key. I was like, hey, what's this upside down L? Because I'm not a physicist, right? I got to look up Jera. You guys are giving me great, great things to go research. And when I looked up the upside down L, let's go look it up. The upside down L. Okay. Now this one is telling me it's lambda. These people are useless. Google just went and changed it. These people. Okay. And upside down L in physics, people, I'm not a physicist. There's no way I would know this. I know my limitations, and I am not afraid to say I don't know. No, I'm not a genius. No, I'm not some brilliant, oh my God, she's so smart. No, I'm not. I am not afraid to say I don't know when I don't know. So I went to go look up the upside down L in physics. And to my shock, I'm like, oh my God, it exists. So the upside down L in physics in Greek is gamma. Gamma, right? Okay. The uppercase gamma, because that's what I saw, that was the symbol moving through the plasma stream. And I saw, watch this, this is where it gets really important. Plasma holds the key. When I was interfacing with this ancient computer in the Grand Canyon, what it told me was there was an abundance of plasma on the earth, and plasma was the main driver in the creation of the earth. Okay? It told me that in plasma, there's an intelligence. There is an intelligence inside the plasma. Okay? And inside this intelligence that is inside the plasma acts as a brain. It's a brain, but it's a brain that needs a key. The key is the gamma. I'm going to break down the gamma in a second. The intelligent molecule, I should say one, singular, the intelligent molecules, I should say, organizes itself to create more complex structures in the data stream. Okay, this is the stream. Okay, this is the plasma stream. I should have had little circles. And this is the key. This is the gamma key. So the gamma key works with the plasma stream. Okay, I don't know if any of this makes sense. I'm just telling you what the mountains told me. If you got a problem with the physics, go fight the mountains. Okay? And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just telling you what I got. Okay, so what I got was that this gamma key with the plasma, the intelligent molecule, it can self-organize into more complex structures. And it goes through a process where it begins to self-organize. And then when it comes out on the end, you end up with something physical. Here he is in the physical realm. And here he is, watch this. He comes out in the physical realm with a shield, and he begins to do what? He begins to create. Look, he's aiming this at this cliff and is beginning what he's aiming. He comes out of the plasma stream into the physical realm, holding this device. And the device is beginning to create something out of nothing on the side of a cliff. Did you catch that? Did everyone catch that? Did everyone catch that? So he comes out of the plasma stream. He comes into the physical realm. He comes out with this device, a creation device, and begins to create. You see him aiming it here. You see the device? Let's mark it up. Mark it up, y'all. Mark it up. Mark it up, y'all. Mark it up. Let's mark it up. Let's mark it up. Let's mark up the device. Hold on. This is the device. You see that? You see him holding that shield? And he's blasting. He's blasting out something that looks like the holes of a menti. He's blasting. Can you see it? Let's mark him up. Here he is. It's an elongated head. He kind of looks like Thoth, the Atlantean. He has a thin body. You see him? Sorry, I can't make it any bigger. Do you see him? And he's coming out of the plasma shield, the plasma stream. He's holding some type of device. And the device is blasting away. And this is what's being built. This is what's being created. You see it? Right here. You could see he's done here some kind of temple. Some type of temple pillar. You see the pillar? And it's coming out. And this is what the ancients told me, how they built the pyramids. But the pyramids aren't the only thing they built with this device. You see it? Do you see it? Yes, it does look like a conehead wizard. Oh, Patrick, I'm going to show you what else they told me. So he comes out of this stream. I'm going to answer a question. Everyone sees that, right? So let me cancel this. Everyone sees it, right? Okay, let's get back. We're going to go into gamma correction. So we get to self-organization. So in the stream, by the time you get to the end of the stream, you're self-organized. Yeah, you know, SDL, I'm not better than anyone else. I actually take the time to see it. But you guys want to see something crazy? Let me show you something crazy. Are you ready to see something crazy? Keep your eye on this. Hold on. You want to see something crazy? Watch this. I'm just going to the side here, veering off for a second. Remember my high school? Remember my high school? Remember my high school? Yeah, remember my high school next to my high school? Hold on. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some crazy foolishness? This is next to my high school. And this is what he was blasting and creating. What? Let me say it again. This It's on the side of a mountain in the Grand Canyon. This is next to my high school. What? But why? Does my high school spell Hitle, but the R is missing? Yes, Kim. Oh! Kimmy! Did you forget that my high school, hold on, did you forget my high school is designed like a supercomputer? And what did I tell you? What did I tell you when I started to interface with the ancients in the Grand Canyon? What did the ancients? I said, what did the ancients? I said, what did the ancients? What did the ancients in the Grand Canyon tell me? What? And it's right next to a power plant. The ancient computer in the Grand Canyon told me you're dealing with a consciousness computer that can create everything. James, I gotta look at your high school from an aerial view. Well, we're gonna get into it. So I thought that was really interesting. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we're gonna go back there. Now, hold on. It says the self-organization of the plasma with the key. The self-organization of the plasma. The brain inside of the plasma is an ion. Ion. The ion is the brain. Don't forget, I'm not a physicist, and this is biology and physics together. I'm just telling you what I was given. Let the physicists figure it out. So the intelligence inside of the plasma is an ion. Is an ion. I call it I. Then they began to decode. They said, listen, this is the key. This is one of the keys I want you to get, right? Because watch this. When I drew out what I saw, okay? When I drew out what I saw, let me go back. Remember I told you, there goes the I. There goes the I, okay? That's inside of nothingness. Let me give you one of the keys. Before it goes through the plasma stream and it starts working with the key, the gamma, it has to pass through an I. Here's what the ancients said to me. Whoa, the ancients said to me, Kimmy, I'm going to read your comment in a second. The ancients said to me, thank you for your comment. Because, you know, I'm trying to like think and read your comments at the same time. Then forget, I'm like, ah! The ancients said to me, are you ready for this? The ancients said to me, they said, you humans were recreated and destroyed. They told me, they said, listen, the key, one of the major components to creation is what looks like an eye. They said to me, the eye is, Linda, you're on it. The eye is everywhere. They said, search. I believe you, SDL. They said when you search down to on a subatomic level, you will encounter the I. When you go out in space, you will encounter the I. They told me the I is the key to everything. This shape. And the I, this shape, the ion, the nucleus, a cell membrane, okay, an eye nebula. They told me if you look, the eye is everywhere. They said the key, before it goes through the plasma stream, it must pass through this thing that looks like an eye. And they told me, they said, you humans used to have this eye. I'm going to get to that in a second. Okay? Oh, what did I do? Hold on. They told me, they said, you humans used to have this eye. Yes, what you call the third eye. But they told me, they said the third eye, what they told you is the third eye is not the third eye. Oh, when I hit you, bang, take out your frying pans. Get your sizzling frying pans. I'll wait. Get your sizzling frying pans. Okay, because we're going to panhandle, Avion. We panhandling tonight. They said to me, what they told you was your third eye was not the original third eye. Oh. They said, I said to them, hey, when I was interfacing with this ancient rock, I said, hey, how can I create on this level? Okay. He said to me, listen, the key to this level of creation requires the I, the ion, the nucleus, the ion, okay? They said to me, all of creation, the I, thank you, Timbo, hot sizzling eggs. The I is one of the most important part when you're moving something from the unseen to the seen, ionosphere. Oh, people, come on. Everything with an eye in it. Come on. The all-seeing eye, the ionosphere, the nucleus, the ion, the eye nebula. Oh, your eyeball, Cyclops, the eye of Sauron. Oh! Ready? So I said to them, I said, hey, listen, how can I interface on this level? Right? How can I create on this level? Because they said to me, they said, listen, this is what is used to create everything. Say it again. Everyone type the word everything. Oh, I'm about to hit you with the frying pans. Oh, hot sizzling frying pans on the top. Bang, 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 bang. Everything. They said this is what was used to create everything. And this is the reason why Jesus, oh, they're going to get pissed, but I don't care. Let me say it again. They reminded me, didn't Jesus say, I say ye are gods? And then they said to me, why do you think that was put there? I say ye are gods. And when I say ye, I'm not talking about Kanye. Why do you think Jesus said, I say ye are gods? You know why? They said to me, because humans used to create on this level. They had the power of the gods. I said, how can I create on this level? marination. You go marinate in this truth. 14th chakra. I gotta look that up. Isis. Genesis. Ion. Oh. 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 They said you humans used to create on this level. Oh, I'm about to drop what I'm going to drop it like it's hot. This is the symbol they gave me. Hold on. They said this is the most important part of creation. It has to pass through the ion, the eye. Huh? It has to pass through the eye. I said, but we have a third eye. They said, that ain't the real third eye. I said, really? That ain't the real third. They said, they altered you humans. I said, okay, so how can we use this machine? By the way, let me go back. I said, can you give me a mathematical code? I said, because if I have to present this to people who are physicists and mathematicians, I said, I'm going to need some sort of formula to give to them that they could look at this formula and say, this makes sense. They said, Renetta, we're going to tell you how the computing was done. They said, but this level of computing is not mathematical. I said, really? They said, this level, they said, let me tell you what they did to you on this planet. They said, it is not supposed to be binary. It is not a binary computer. They said it's deca computing. Deca computing. Tens. They said what they did to you on Earth is they split it and they gave you ones and zeros and they said that's your programming language. They said no. It's supposed to be programmed in tens, not ones and zeros. I'm not a computer whiz. I'm just relaying the message that I got. The I and the O, Isis and Osiris, they said it's supposed to be together like Isis and Osiris. Like the penis going into the vagina, like the key going into the lock. It's not supposed to be separated. They said, no, it's not a binary system. They said this type of computing, it's a consciousness computing. And they told me the only key we can give you is tens. It's deca, not binary. Okay? It's deca computing. It's tens. Okay? All right. So I think it's probably what, 5 bits? Okay? All right. So watch this. So anyone who could figure that out, go ahead. Let me continue. So I said to them, I said, wait, hold on. So how can we access this computer to create on this level? Because they said to me, yeah, I'm assuming it's 5 bits instead of 4. So it's not a cube. The reason why we're dealing with binary is because we're dealing with a cube, a hypercube. They said, no, this is not a hypercube. So I'm assuming, is it 5 bits instead of 4? I don't know. Okay. So I said to them, I said, hey, listen, how can I can interface with this machine? But I'm like, okay, there was a point in time when my brain couldn't go any further because, you know, the feds love to shock the shit out of me. But anyway, they said, listen, the I, are you guys ready for this? Oh, I'm about to hit you with this. I'm about to hit you with the truth. The I, whoa, 10 spheres of the Kabbalah. You see, I don't know these things, huh? I'm sorry. Because remember, I told you when I go, one of the things I do, people say, you know, you need to read more. I say, there's a reason why I don't read. Because when I go to tap into the ancient computer, I don't want to have my intellectual brain, which is compartmentalized based upon today's math, today's physics, today's knowledge, and interface with something so ancient and so advanced that I won't be able to understand it because my brain is filled with today's physics, today's math, today's science. You're going to miss it. Huh? So when I go and I interface with the ancient computers, I don't read. Oh, Renata, you're stupid. No, I didn't say I don't read, period. I said I don't read things that can color. Thank you, Avion. You understand what I'm seeing. Because you're dealing with something so ancient. Okay? So advanced. If you have today's physics is going to fall short of what these things are. And if my mind is filled with today's physics, I'm going to miss what that is. You following? So I go in there like a virgin in terms of brain power. And then I come back and I tell you what I get. And then the physicists and the mathematicians, they can figure it out. But let's continue. I'm ready to drop the bombshell on you. Okay, watch this. So I said, hey, listen, we need this machine. Man, they're whooping our ass over here. You following? Patrick, all I know is I'm telling you, they told me it's Deca computing. I am telling you what they told me. If you think it's 13, hey, go ahead. I ain't stressing. I'm not fighting. Do whatever you got to do. So they said to me, I said to them, listen, we need this type of creation here. We're getting our asses whooped. You know, we're getting killed. We're trapped. Then they began to explain to me why we were trapped. Why we're trapped here. They said, number one, the first reason why you're trapped here is because they said, you humans need to understand, listen, this is the most important part. They said, you humans need to understand you were genetically altered. And one of the things they told me is they said, you humans don't understand. You had the ability of the gods. When they re-engineered you, they took away that ability, that I, because they told me the key to all of creation is this I. Hey, Charles, welcome. So they told me the key to all of creation is this I. They said they took away that I from the human race when they re-engineered the human race. So they said to me, you unfortunately, when they did that, they went and altered the brain. They altered the structure of the brain and they gave you different parts of the brain. And one of the parts of the brain is reptilian-like. They said to me, it's not your fault. They said, however, when they re-engineered the brain, they said they re-engineered the brain on purpose to have a reptilian brain. Not so much so that you would be enslaved. Hey, no problem, Charles. They said not so much for slavery. They said, but to prevent you from ever ascending. Did you guys catch that? I'm about to show you what they did. I'm about to show you what they did. Don't forget, in front of this, remember, in front of this is the big serpent. Remember what they said to me? Remember, in front of this is the serpent. Huh? Let's go to that serpent. Remember, this is what's in front of this. The big ass snake. Okay? They said to me, listen, unfortunately, but there's good. They said, unfortunately, when they came and they re-engineered you humans, they changed your brain. And they said, this is something that they don't talk about. They said the reason why they changed your brain from the brain of the gods to the brain you have now, they said it's so that humans will never ascend. They said technically, the reason why you always build up, they told me, they said you always build up to a certain level and then you kill each other and go right back down. They said you always build up to a certain level and then a cataclysm comes and wipes it all out. And I said, but why? They said, because they altered that part of the brain. And I said, now what part of the brain is that? They said, the part of the brain, you ready for this? SDL, what percent of our brain we use? 10%. 10, deca. You ready for this? They said to me, I said, what part of the brain is that? They said, the part of the brain I'm talking about is, they told me, they said it is the most powerful part of the brain. It doesn't dwell in the brain, but it used to. They said the most powerful part of the brain responsible for creation, the mind. Did you guys catch that? I'm about to show you what they did. They said the mind. Did you guys catch that? They said the part of the brain that interfaced with this godlike computer. It's not a computer, it's a consciousness. I believe you, Charles. They said, they told me the part of the brain. They said, do you know the mind used to be connected to the brain? I'm going to show you what they did. They said when they came, they gutted that part out. And then they restructured the brain and changed it. And this is why humanity, they said, listen, the reason why you guys are so bloodthirsty and you kill each other and you invent only to a certain level and then you collapse. Or you start building and then something comes and wipes you out. As I said, the part of the brain that was responsible, and they told me it was a physical, the mind was once attached to the brain. Let me say that again. They told me the mind was once attached to the brain. It had a limb. And I asked them, I said, well, where was this limb? They told me the limb was where you people would point to their third eye. And then they showed me all of the cultures around the world that marked their third eye, from the Hindus to the Aztecs, to the Native Americans, to the Africans, whether it's a feathered headdress, whether it's a bindi, whether it's a cross. They said all of these people, all of them were pointing to, down to the pharaohs with the uraeus. All of these people were pointing to what they call the Atlantean part of the brain. The Atlantean part of the brain. Because the mind was connected, once connected to the brain. And that mind was the eye of God. They said to me, the reason why you guys are violent, the reason why you guys, they said it's really and truly, it's not your fault. Your brain was changed. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Hold on. Okay, watch this. Hold on. Hold on. They just erased my mind. Now, this is a true rendering of the brain. This is a true insane in the membrane. Exactly. This is a true rendering of the brain. Okay? I want you to look at the part, this is the frontal part of the brain. Now, granted, this brain looks like multiple faces. You see a human-looking face, a lion's face here. You see a slanted eye here, and you see what looks like a serpent here. Okay, the brain looks like three different beings. The lion at the front. Okay, you see the lion here. You see the slanted eye here. And then at the back, you see the serpent. The brain looks like a being, three beings. But watch this. They told me when I was interfacing with the ancient stone, they said to me, the mind was connected to the brain. They said they pulled that out. I'm going to show you what they did. Let me highlight it. Let's mark it up. This would be where, sorry, I can't make it bigger. This would be where your third eye is. Okay? Now I want to show you something incredible. They did. I want to show you something incredible. Let's make this bigger because I really need you to see. Hopefully it's not too blurry. We're going to zoom in. Now watch this. Let's mark this up. It's too blurry, but you guys could see. Watch this. Look at this. Do you see that symbol? Let me know if you want me to put it in a different color. Let's put it in a different color. They said this tiny little gap in the brain is what they removed. Oh! They told me this tiny little gap in the brain had an organ. The organ stored the mind. They said the mind is a phantom. The mind acts like a phantom limb. Okay? It was once connected, and this is why all the ancients would mark that area. Have you ever wondered, why did the Egyptians mark their third eye? Why did the Babylonians? Why did the Sumerians? Why do the Hindus? Why do the Native Americans? Why do the Africans? Why did they all mark this area? Why? Why? Why did they all mark this area? You ready for this? Are you ready? They said to me, the reason why you can't create on the level you used to create is because they altered your brain. They gutted that part out. They said you used to have that power in the front, and you were able to interface with this consciousness and create from nothingness into the physical realm. They gave us a lobotomy. But are you ready for this? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Remember this in Santa Elena Canyon? Do you remember this in Santa Elena Canyon? Do you remember this? This is the face. You see the eye. See the nose. You see the mouth. Remember this from Santa Elena Canyon? Let's mark it up. What's that in the middle of the forehead? Why is this carved into an ancient rock that depicts all the ancients, all of the ancient kings, the ancient queens, black, white, Asian? Why is it right in the dead center of the head of an ancient rock? Here you see it. You see the face. Why is it you see the exact same symbol? That's Santa Elena. Hold on. That's Santa Elena. Watch this. This is another mountain in Texas. Watch this. This is the queen. If you look dead center, on her forehead, on her forehead, the exact same symbol. The stone that the builder refused will always be the head cornerstone. Why is there a mountain in Texas depicting an ancient queen? Oh no, this whole mountain is faces. But I'm only focusing on what's in the middle of the queen's head. And in the middle of the queen's head is that exact symbol. Why is it? Watch this. And Stargate SG-1, I think season 3, episode 17. This symbol is in Stargate SG-1. Why is it? Watch this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I closed it out. Let me show you. Optimus Prime. Watch this. Optimus Prime from Transformers. Optimus Prime's logo. Why is it that Optimus Prime's logo is the same exact symbol? The symbol looks like an ankh. The symbol looks like a key. The symbol looks like a uterus. The symbol that Daniel used was a pyramid with an eye on top. The symbol looks like an ankh, looks like a key, looks like a uterus. The symbol is Optimus Prime. The symbol is all over Texas. The ancient queen in Texas has this symbol on her forehead. The ancient queen with all the bloodlines in Santa Elena, it's on the forehead. Now you ready for this? Now you ready for this? Now you ready for this? Watch this. This symbol is in our brain. Exactly, Zuri. This is the whole. This symbol is the missing part of the. I said this symbol that is in all the ancients. Let's look. Let's look. Watch this. Let's look at Kita. Kita's father. Hold on. Kita's father from Atlantis. His crown. Look at his crown. Look at his crown. Hold on. Can you see it? Damn, they darkened it, these bastards. They just darken the damn thing. Can you see it, or is it too dark? Do you see it? It's on his crown. Let me hold on. Now they're darkening it so you can't see. Let's do this. Hold on. That's okay. We're gonna lighten you up. That's all. That's okay. We're gonna lighten you up, honey. That's okay. That's okay. Look at this. Do you see? Look at the symbol on his head. It's the exact same symbol of Atlantis. But watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Let me zoom out. Let me cancel this. Do you see the exact same symbol? Look at this. The exact same symbol. That's the missing link in the human brain. It's on the head of the father in the cartoon, Atlantis. Look. Look at his crown. Look at his crown. Look at his crown. Follow my mouse. Look at his crown. Look at the brain. Look at the brain. Look at the brain. Look at the brain. Look at the middle. Look at the middle. Look at the middle. Look at the middle. You see it? They put it in front of us, mocking us all these years, telling us we will never ascend. And the reason why they believe that we will never ascend is because they altered the human brain. They removed the limb, the part of the limb that allowed us to create on a godlike level. They gutted that part of the brain. That Atlantean part of the brain. They gutted it, pulled it out, altered the human brain. You're following? You're following? Do you see it? They put it in cartoons, mocking us, telling us you will never ascend because you don't. Look, right here, you see it? This is the father in Atlantis, the cartoon, and this is the prefrontal cortex of the human brain. Do you see it? The exact same shape. They told me, they said, but listen, let's close out. They said, but some of you, hold on. They told me, but some of you will ascend. They said, in spite of what they did to you, some of you will ascend, and you will ascend out of here. Did you guys catch that? They told me, in spite of what they did to you, some of you will tap into the phantom brain, which is the mind, which was once connected to the brain. And they said to me, some of you will create the gate to get out of here. They said some of you, and they said many of you are connecting. And if I could connect with all of the technology they put in me, how much more those of you who don't have technology in you? They told me, you will connect. Many of you will connect. And you will connect back to that ancient consciousness that can create anything. And you will ascend out of here. That part of the brain was not just for interfacing with that plasma computer. Computer is a bad word, but I'm going to use it. That field of consciousness that acts like a computer, where you can create everything. They told me everything already exists. What they did was limit our ability to bring in true creation. And that is why we build, and then we descend into bloodshed and hatred and killing each other. They said it's not your fault. Your brain was altered to be violent. Your brain was altered for you to shed blood. So that way they would stop you at a certain level, and then you kill yourself and fall off and back to square one. They said, but some of you are going to connect to that phantom brain, and you're going to do amazing things. If I can connect with all of this goddamn technology in me, how much more those of you who don't have this technology in you? Connect and ascend. Huh? I wouldn't create the type of things here in this realm, because remember what they said to me about this realm. They said this realm only permits you to go so far because of the way they restructured the brain. They restructured the brain, and they said they put you guys in a binary system. They said it's only so far you can go in this place because of the binary system they put you in. And then the limitation by gutting that part of the brain. They said it's only so far you can go on this, because that's why people who create the people on this planet who create things to save humanity, they always get killed, persecuted, hated. The people with the most love receive the most hatred. Why? Because they changed the brain to be like this. They said, but some of you are going to fight that brain, and you're going to connect to that consciousness field that is the ancient computer where the all is. And you're gonna open the gates and get the hell out of here. That was part one of the message of what I got. So I want to invite you guys on Friday. All right, so this is the movie. So the group session on Friday. This is the movie, Sherry. Okay, you can watch the movie on Tubi. Watch on Tubi TV for free. Everyone, the movie, I'm posting the movie, Lovely Dark Deep. You can watch it for free on Tubi TV. And to book for Friday, you know, Friday, it stars Georgina Campbell. And to book, here's the link to book. Okay? 200 microbiologists were killed over the years. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Charles, I believe you. I believe you. Okay? They told me, they said, listen, in spite of what they did, they said, we see them and they are connecting to that ancient field where the all is, where everything is, where everything is already created. And they said, we see them ascending in spite of what they did to you. So those of you who believe you're some sinner, or I can't stop sinning, I can't stop drinking, I can't stop being violent, I'm filled with hate, 50% of it is not your fault, and 50% of it is your fault. You're not a sinner. They altered us so that we would never rise above a certain level. But they said to me, you can still connect to the phantom brain. And they told me, whenever you meditate, notice what happens when you meditate. You meditate, your spirit goes up and it taps into that third eye. They said, now push out and connect. Whenever you meditate and your spirit pushes up to the prefrontal cortex where your third eye is. They said, now push your consciousness, your spirit out. We shall, I don't know what that is. Okay? Okay? And by the way, they also said to me, the other issue, thank you for that, Linda. They also said to me, the other issue is the earth is not filled with plasma like it used to be. But they said there is plasma in the ionosphere. So you're going to have to push up. Push your consciousness up into the ionosphere. Yeah? All right, guys. We're going to meet back on Thursday. Okay? We're going to meet back on Thursday to do part 2 about what's in the Grand Canyon, the ancient computers in the Grand Canyon, and decode another layer of the Grand Canyon. I hope this met you guys with power and strength. You are not sinners. You're not wicked. You're not demoniacs. Your brain was restructured so that you would always fall. So that you would never ascend spiritually beyond a certain level. Now, 50% of it is them. 50% is what you will do. Now, get up and be your ancient genetics, which was created for greatness, like your ancestors. Yeah? Guys, love you guys. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Really think about this decode. Okay? Bye.